And Marisa, one thing that I want to talk to our audience about is the timing of when these watches and warnings were issued, because I know this is something that a lot of folks are talking about, and want to put this information out there as well. Maybe you all don't know this, but these watches and warnings come from the national government, from the National Weather Service. Reason being is because at the local level, there is a little bit of a competition, and some meteorologists have some discrepancies. So it all has to funnel from one place, and that is the National Weather Service. So we rely on them for these watches and warnings. Yes, we can give our forecasts and we can say this is how we see things, but the watches and warnings come straight from the National Weather Service. So let's take a look at the timeline. This should start at 10:48, if we can go back. So at 10:48 on Thursday, there we go. That is the first part of it. At 10:48, the National Weather Service Weather Prediction Center upgrades parts of South Central Texas, which includes Kerr County, to a level 2 of 4 risk for excessive rainfall. Okay, so there was already a concern for that, but then they ended up upgrading it Thursday in the morning in the 10 a.m. hour. Now at 1:18 Thursday afternoon is when a flood watch is issued by the National Weather Service local office. It's headquartered in New Braunfels, but it serves all of South Central Texas, including Kerr County, and that flood watch was in effect through Friday morning. The watch mentioned the potential of locally heavy rain of 5 to 7 inches. Of course, some localized amounts even higher than that, which may result in excessive runoff, leading to flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone areas. At 6:10 Thursday evening, July 3rd, the Weather Prediction Center once again highlights South Central Texas as an area of concern for slow-moving or training of thunderstorms, with rainfall rates exceeding 3 inches per hour for Thursday evening and beyond. Now we go to Friday, July 4th at 1:14 in the morning. Flash flood warning is issued for Bandera and Kerr counties. And I know our chief meteorologist, Chris Suchan, definitely put this out on our social media platforms. A flash flood warning was issued at 1:14 for Bandera and Kerr counties, and this automatically triggers emergency alerts on mobile phones and NOAA weather radios. And I suspect that would have been the time that sirens would have gone off. Now, 3:35 in the morning, the flash flood warning is upgraded. This time they're using wording such as move to higher ground, act quickly to protect your life. At 4:03, the flash flood warning is then upgraded to a flash flood emergency. This states that the Guadalupe River at Hunt was flooding, along with numerous low water crossings. This is now a particularly dangerous situation. At 4:35, initial reports of flash flooding start coming in from the Kerr County Sheriff's Office. And the National Weather Service office locally did have extra staffing ahead of this flooding event. So I want to point that out. Normally they have about 2 to 3 folks on staff, but when this was happening, they did make sure to have extra staff on hand. Those are the facts, folks. And I firsthand was checking out those watches and warnings late Thursday night into Friday morning, because we do have access to the National Weather Service chat, and they tend to let us know ahead of time when they are going to put out those watches and warnings.